Good evening, everyone. Would you please rise and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Here.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Here.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Here.
Councilman Marcocha?
Here.
Supervisor Colavita?
Here. Good evening, everyone. We have a public hearing to consider the adoption of a local law providing for the amendment of local law number 3 of 2025, Vehicle and Traffic Code of the Town of Eastchester concerning prohibited parking. And someone care to make a motion to open the public hearing?
So moved. Second.
All right, please call the roll opening the public hearing.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye, and this pertains to the elimination of Sunday-only parking from the corner of Stewart and Lincoln, heading westbound down to the corner of Lawrence and Lincoln on the west side of the street. For those of you who know the area, opposite the deli on the church side. We'll have no parking there. So the public hearing is open. Would someone care to comment about the public law, proposed public law? Yes. Just give us your name and address, please.
Hello, Lynn Hewitt, 32 Lawrence Avenue. So I'm just a block off of this. And I'm representing a whole group of neighbors on this. About 200 of us asked the town, and we really appreciate you looking into it and working with the Traffic Commission to make it happen, because Sundays, it's not just an annoyance, it's a safety issue. We've dealt with road rage, blocked driveways, blocked fire hydrants, but most of all, a fire truck can't fit down Lincoln Avenue right now if we had a true emergency. So we really appreciate it, and we're looking forward to having the change and being able to use the street again.
So for the record, you are supportive?
Very supportive.
Okay, no problem. I would also add that the Highway Department has added no parking from here to corner signs in the neighborhood area as well. And I've spoken with Pastor Kirk, a very productive meeting, and he's supportive of this as well. And they're doing their very best to keep things under control there, and to advise their parishioners and to be a good neighbor. So he was very cooperative. So at this point, then we accept your comments on the record. Anyone else? Okay. All right. So there being no one else, I would make a motion to close the public hearing and ask for a second, please.
Second.
All right. Please call the roll in closing the public hearing.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Any comments from the board? All right, there being none, I'll make a motion to adopt the local law as amended and ask for a second, please.
Second.
All right, please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Okay, next, we have a public hearing to consider the adoption of the Town of Eastchester 2026 calendar budget. And for purposes of compliance with the law, I want to just mention a few things before we start our public hearing, and that is the salaries of elected officials incorporated in the preliminary budget are as follows. Supervisor, $98,093, 4 council members at $22,000 apiece, 2 judges at $50,000 each, receiver of taxes at $77,100, and a town clerk at $95,233. And I have not received the raise since 2004, actually, and the council members are also not moving forward with a raise, and that's, by law, we have to mention that. Also, I wanted to just give you some general discussion about the budget. The budget for 2026 is $45,488,499. And generally speaking, it's very prudent, and we've been very responsible, which is why we have some good things going for us financially. But for the most part, for people that live in the town of Eastchester, the town outside the two villages, it's a 1.98% property tax rate increase, or what works out to be for the average assessed house, $4.83 more per month. Okay, less than $5 per month for the same excellent services. For the two villages, you're at $2.78 per month increase for Bronxville and $1.01 per month for a Village of Tuckahoe average assessed house. This also makes the 14th year we have kept the tax levy below the New York State tax cap. We have a 0 fiscal stress rating from the New York State Controller, meaning we have absolutely no financial stress whatsoever. Our Moody's rating is AAA, which was reaffirmed in July of 2024. We also have reduced our full-time staff by 26% over the years, because our budget, almost 70% of the budget is personnel costs. Our pension is also up 9% again. Even though the market is peaking, we're still paying more for our pension thanks to the New York State Controller. And our average over the last 5 years has been slightly over 1%, and over the last 10 years, slightly over 1.5%. So we've done a very good job with regard to managing our town funds. We have excellent reserves. Our debt-to-loan ratio is superb, and I think we've done magnificently. So before we hear from the public, in addition to my comments regarding elected officials' salaries and also the general parameters of the budget, I want to turn the program over to Dawn Donovan, our town controller, for a presentation as well. Dawn?
Good evening, Supervisor, Calavita, town board members, and residents for the town of Eastchester. I have a short presentation. Some of it the supervisor just reiterated, so I may just skip some of those quickly. Oops, let's see if this works. There we go. So as he said, the town budget is $45,488,499, which is $2,664,000 over last year. And the largest portion of our town budget is the town outside budget. And we really work very hard to keep our budget in check, especially given this whole inflationary things that are going on in the world. Next, whoops. So I have a new little slide this year. I put a dollar bill out there just to show a portion of your of how much each budget is. So the general fund is like the town outside budget is the orange portion here. I don't know if you can see my thing, you can't. The green at the other end is the general fund, the town-wide portion. And then the in-between is the library, highway, lake aisle, the refuse, and the street lighting. Everyone wants to know about their breakdown. So if you live in the town of Eastchester, but you go to the Eastchester School District, you're going to pay 14% of your taxes go to the town, and the rest of it goes to the school district, the fire district, and the county. And if you live in Tuckahoe, 20% of your town taxes go to the town, the rest of it goes to Tuckahoe, Eastchester, Tuckahoe, the fire district, and the county. We have a very good collection rate, so we're at 97.95 collection of our town taxes, of all of our taxes, really. As Supervisor said, this is the 14th year of the tax cap. I can't speak tonight, sorry. Our bond rating was reaffirmed, and we're under 0% stress. So I always do this chart. This little color didn't come out so good on that one, sorry. But if you live in Eastchester, your average would be $4.83 a month. If you're in Tuckahoe, it's $1.01, and if you're in Bronxville, it's $2.78. It's just always good to break it down so that you can see that it's really not that big a portion. So our health insurance has gone up 6%. The retirement system has gone up tremendously. Our sales and mortgage taxes are coming in still really strong. All of our union contracts have been settled through 2028, so it's really good for budgeting purposes, so we know what their raises are and everybody's are for the next 4 years. And the town board and the judges and the supervisor did not receive increases. So our mortgage tax has been steady over the years. Obviously, some years are higher than others. But this year, it's coming in a little bit less than last year. Our sales tax is still strong, which is good because we're very conservative when we come to budgeting, so that's helpful. And then the town's pension obligation for the 26 year is going to be $4.3 million, which is $366,000 over last year. And in 2024, 2004, it was 104,000. So we're going from 104,000 to 4.3 million. And then, so our staffing is down from 2004 to 2026. I wrote 25%, the supervisor said 26%, so it's between 25 and 26%. And I also did this year a newer chart that just shows you where we are, where the differences are. So the town halls was 63 people, now it's 55 people. The police department went from 60 to 50. The library went from 17 to 12, and then the highway went from 54 to 31. And that concludes my presentation.
All right, thank you. All right, so I guess we'll move to the public portion of the public hearing. Anyone care to address the town board on the agenda, on the budget? Okay, there being none, what I'll do is I just want to mention a couple of proposed amendments that we can move for and adopt. What we're going to do at Lake Isle is on line E 3600.450, administration and contractual services. The preliminary budget had $927,341. We're going to take $90,000 off of that and reduce it to $837,341 to reduce administrative contractual service expenses by $90,000. Also, E02007 daily fee, preliminary was $610,000. We're going to reduce that by $30,000 for a $640,000 increase in the daily fee revenue by $30,000. In the E0208 golf cart rentals, we have $465,000 in the preliminary. We're going to add $5,000 for a $470,000 increase in golf cart rentals by $5,000. Lastly, E02006 seasonal permits at $3,087,000 even. We have a $125,000 adjustment to reduce seasonal permits revenue by $125,000. So I would make a motion to incorporate those amendments into our budget for inclusion and ask for a second, please.
Second.
All right, thank you. Please call the roll on incorporating those amendments.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Okay, that concludes the amendments. So right now, we have an opportunity to take action on the budget. Would any board members like to say anything?
I'd just like to add, it's
ahead.
pretty remarkable that for 14 consecutive years, we've been under the 2% tax cap that the state asked us to comply with. A few of those years, we're actually at zero. And I know for sure that the residents appreciate that because they tell me all the time. We all know that taxes in Lower Westchester in general are very high. But thanks to Dawn and the entire staff here at Town Hall, we've been able to manage this budget pretty tightly over the years, 14 plus years. And I think that's a really great thing for the town and for its residents. That's all I have.
Thank you.
And I just want to say, extend a big thank you to you and your staff, Dawn. Great job. Thank you.
Anything further? Yes.
Yeah,
Martha?
I would echo all of my colleagues in government sentiment, and thank you as well as all of the department heads, because as you know, this doesn't just happen, this budget. It's a lot of work, and it starts months and months in advance. I'm sure, come January, February, you're already going to be rolling up your sleeves looking at it. But it is remarkable, as Councilman Markocha stated, with regard to the tax cap. What is also remarkable is that we can do this, and no one, I don't think anyone really sees a major decrease in services anywhere. The services remain constant. And I know that's a very big deal for many of the residents, because our services are great at the town of Eastchester. So thank you, not just as a councilwoman, but as a taxpayer. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Dawn, and your staff. As everybody said, I come from the private sector, and this town is run like a business, and it functions so well and efficient. We're really like putting on a clinic for the rest of the New York State, really. All the towns really should watch what we do here. So we appreciate all you do.
Yeah, personally, I'd like to thank Dawn also for her effort and the board members, particularly the board that worked at Lake Isle, the Lake Isle Advisory Board, and we have a meeting every year, and we crunch numbers and review all the proposals and the year at large, but generally what we can do to make Lake Isle still shine and still be very affordable as best we can for Eastchester, Tuckahoe, and Bronxville families. Also, our employees in town government, you know, we're down 26% of full-time employees. That means everybody else does more. And they've embraced that, and they've done the right thing, and they've worked very hard, and we're very, very grateful for them. And I talk about our highway department, our police department, the library, town hall employees. They do a great job. And I think everybody should be very, very pleased with the level of services that they get here and the quality of life that we enjoy in the town of Eastchester. So with that being said, I'll make a motion to approve the 2026 budget and ask for a second, please.
Second?
All right, please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavina?
Aye. Okay, that concludes our public hearing on the budget. So that moves us over to appointments. We just have a few appointments, then we'll get to the opportunity to address the board. First, excuse me, is the probationary appointment of Travis Coleman to the position of police officer. We interviewed our police officers candidates, excuse me, recently, and he did very well. So the appointment is contingent upon receipt of final approval from the Westchester County Department of Human Resources and a transfer of his pending successful completion of his medical and background requirements. As provided in Westchester County Civil Service Rules, it's necessary for him to serve a probationary period of a minimum of 12 weeks and a maximum of 52 weeks. The appointment would be effective on 1/1/26 at a salary of $74,123 at holiday pay of $3,737. And funds have been provided for in the 2026 budget. Someone care to make a motion on Mr. Coleman?
So moved?
Second?
All right, please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavina?
Aye. Next is a similar probationary appointment of Rory Lee to the position of police officer in the police department. The appointment would be effective on January 5th, 2026, an annual salary of $66,299, holiday pay of $33.43. Candidate Lee appeared on the police officer eligible list 60-012780, established in August of 2025. He shall serve a probationary term of not less than 12 weeks and not more than 78 weeks. And the appointment is also contingent upon the successful completion of the background investigation, medical exam, completion of the Westchester County Civil Service paperwork, and funds have been provided for in the 2026 budget. Someone care to make a motion on Mr. Lee?
So moved.
Second?
Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavina?
Aye. Lastly, in the police department, we have the probationary appointment of Charles Anastos to the position of police officer in the police department. The appointment would be effective on January 5th, 2026, to coincide with the start of the police academy. An annual salary of $66,299, holiday pay $33.43. Candidate Anastos appeared on the police officer eligible list 60-012780, established in 8/25. He shall serve a probationary term of not less than 12 weeks and not more than 78 weeks. The appointment is contingent on the successful completion of the background investigation, medical exam, and completion of the Westchester County Civil Service paperwork, and our funds have been provided for in our 2026 budget. I'll make the motion to approve Charles and ask for a second.
Second?
Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavina?
Aye. Next, in the Highway Department, we have the probationary appointment of Michael Giorasela to the position of, full-time position of laborer, Group F, Step 2, Schedule 3, at the annual salary of $58,005, effective December 19th, 2025. He shall serve a probationary period which will run not less than 12 weeks and not more than 52 weeks. The appointment is contingent on the successful completion of the background investigation and pre-employment testing. Funds have been provided for in the 2025 budget. And just so you know, all these highway employees have all been working for the town for a significant period of time before we make them, full-time permanent. So with that being said, someone care to make a motion on Michael?
So moved.
Second?
All right, please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Next, we have the probationary appointment of Aiden Cole to the full-time position of laborer, Group F, Step 2, Schedule 3, at the annual salary of $58,005, effective December 19th, 2025. He shall serve a probationary period, which shall run not less than 12 weeks and not more than 52 weeks. The appointment is contingent on the successful completion of the background investigation and the pre-employment testing. Funds are provided for in the 2026 budget. All right, someone care to make a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All right, thank you very much. Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Sometimes I feel like an auctioneer at a cattle sale or some kind of car sale. Anyway, that brings us to the opportunity to address the board on a specific agenda item. Someone care to take place? Yes, Anthony? We'll give you an exception for this public service announcement.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor, for giving me this opportunity. My name's Anthony Fiore. I live in the village of Tuckahoe. I just want to remind the residents of next Tuesday, December 9th, we do have a fire commissioner's election here in the town of Eastchester, Tuckahoe, Bronxville. If any registered voter, you come out and vote. You live in the town, 2 villages. In Eastchester, you vote at either Leroy Gregory Post or the Eastchester Library. If you're not sure about your election districts, where you want to go, just go to Eastchester and NewYorkFD.gov. Look for your election district. Then you'll know where to find your voting place. Plus, you're scrolling it on Eastchester government channel, and just look on there too. In Tuckahoe, you will vote at Community Center and at Bronxville Village Hall. So there are 3 candidates. I'm one of them. So just support your candidate, who's ever on the ballot. You can look for them too. They're on the website too. And just come out and vote. You pay taxes. You just fire taxes. Get out there and vote. It's all your money too. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Thank you. Have a good night.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Anyone regarding opportunity to address the board on agenda item? Okay, we'll move forward then to the approval of the minutes of the November 17th Town Board Special Meeting that was with Lake Isle Advisory Board and the November 18th, 2025 Town Board Meeting. Any proposed modifications or amendments? None. There being none, someone care to make a motion to approve the minutes as submitted?
So moved.
Second.
All right, please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. In correspondence, we have memorandum from the controller regarding personnel appointment, and these are predominantly for EIBL, which is in full swing. I'll make a motion to approve same and ask for a second.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Next, we have a memorandum from the controller regarding budget transfers and revisions, and we have several transfers, predominantly from materials and supplies, uniforms and accessories, and maintenance repairs. And we have a couple of budget transfers and revisions regarding recreation fees, the carnival. We had appropriate fund balance changes on telecommunications. So I'll make the motion to approve same as submitted and ask for a second.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Lastly, we have a memorandum from the Chief of Police regarding a mutual aid and emergency response unit agreement. This is with Tuckahoe and Scarsdale, and it's established for grant and accreditation purposes and will be effective until 12/31/30. Someone care to make a motion on this?
So moved.
All right. I'll second same. Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Next, there being no miscellaneous business, we have council member reports. Councilman Markocha?
Thank you, Supervisor. Lake Isle Tennis, indoor season is in full swing. Please contact Sport Time to register. It's a great indoor facility there, and if you're new to the sport, it's a good time to register now. Con Edison is also promoting carbon monoxide safety. Because you can't see, smell, or taste carbon monoxide, you won't be able to rely on your senses to tell you when there's a problem. That's why every home should have a carbon monoxide detector. In addition to installing and maintaining CO detectors throughout your home, you should also never use a generator indoors. Only Use your generators outdoors in a well-ventilated, dry area away from air intake to the home and protected from rain and snow, preferably under a canopy, open shed, or a carport. Please go to Con Edison, the Con Edison website to see other safety tips and for general energy-saving ideas for your home. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Councilwoman Nicholson.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Good evening, everyone. I just have one announcement on behalf of the Eastchester Environmental Committee. They're holding their annual Green Medallion Award night this Thursday, December 4th, at the Broken Bow Brewery. It starts at 6 p.m., and that is all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Marcotte.
Thank you, Supervisor. Just a couple of things for the Eastchester Park and Rec Department. For adults only, they're having a Christmas cookie baking class, and it's going to be taught by our Eastchester's very own Tina Zaccardi. Tina Zaccardi, as many of you may or may not know, won the All-American Greatest Bake Off many years ago, and she's volunteers her time a lot for things like this. So if you're interested in signing up for that class, you can go to eastchester.gov, go to the Park and Rec Department section, and all the information will be there. Also wanted to announce a few things that are taking place in the village of Bronxville. On December 7th, the tree lighting will take place at 5:30, and of course everyone, all the residents are invited to that. Also, the Bronxville High School and Earth Club and the PTA Sustainability Committee are doing a holiday lights recycling drive. I think this is a great idea. I know when I do my own decorating, you always have a string of broken lights and you don't know what to do with them. You can bring them to any of the school entrances or the entrance of Village Hall, and they will be recycled, and that is from December 1st to January 16th. And the Chamber of Commerce in the village of Bronxville is having lots of festivities. December 4th and 5th, they're doing a 2-day holiday shopping event. And on December 6th, there's a vintage holiday market at the Bronxville Women's Club. So a lot of events going on, and the village invites you to partake in all of them, and that concludes my report.
Thank you. Councilman Giacobbe.
Thank you, Supervisor. Just a quick couple of notes from our Recreation Department, which once again has a very busy month. Our letters to Santa Claus is waiting to hear from you. Santa's red mailbox will be located outside Town Hall from November 24th to December 13th. When writing to Santa, please include your full name and address, and Santa has been told he will try his best to respond. Our holiday light celebration will be Monday, December 8th at Memorial Park at 5:30 p.m. to light the town Christmas tree, crochet, and menorah. Live music by the Concordia Conservatory and treats by Girl Scout Service Unit 727 will be there. Our annual Winter Festival and Santa Stop will take place December 13th. It's a Saturday right here at Eastchester Town Hall from 11:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. We'll have live music by FDR Drive Band, inflatables, food trucks, and Santa will be there. Finally, our Jolt Drop, the annual Hanukkah Jolt Drop, will be held at Memorial Park on Wednesday, December 17th at 5 p.m. Come catch the candy dropped by the sky by the Eastchester Fire Department. That concludes my report.
Thank you. My own report, I just want to once again remind everybody that on Friday at 4:30, we'll be lighting the Michael Frey tree in the corner of Town Hall, bright blue. It's a beautiful tree, beautiful shape, beautiful purpose, and that's recognizing the sacrifice of police officers each year, from year to year. And we light that tree a brilliant blue, and it just looks spectacular. Also, I'd like to thank our Parks Department because they have worked very hard to put up the lights. You know, Highway and Parks guys always work together, but it's tough. They put lights on all these trees in all these neighborhoods, and we all attend the Christmas tree lighting ceremonies. There's, you know, more than a dozen of them, but we really appreciate their effort. And they know now to put the lights up horizontally, not vertically. They put the stars up straight. They do a good job. They know what neighborhoods want, you know, colored lights, which ones want bright white lights, you know, so they got it down to a good science. So I want to thank them for their efforts because it would not happen without them. And that concludes my report and brings us to the second opportunity to address the board. All right, there being no one, I'll move to adjourn. Anyone care to second that motion?
Oh, well.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Thank you all.